The Story of Devil on the Cross. This novel was published in 1980, first in Gikyu language. This novel was written and self-translated by Kenyan novelist Ngugi wa Thiong'o, and the novel deals with diverse range of literary conventions and themes. In this novel, the focus is on neo-colonialism and the challenging role of international money and culture in Kenya. This is Ngugi wa Thiong'o who has written the novel. In this novel, in the first chapter, there is a storyteller and he is telling this whole story which has happened, and the storyteller is hesitant in telling the story because the story tells about something very bad that has happened, but he is still telling the whole story, the story which is dishonorable for the country. The storyteller in the next chapter presents the protagonist. The name of the protagonist is Jacinta Waringa. She had an affair with a rich old man of Nagorika. While having an affair with the rich old man of Nagorika, Waringa became pregnant. After that, the rich old man deserted her. He left her, and then Waringa had her child, and she came back to a secretarial school. She left her child to her parents and she came to a secretarial school for studying. After that, she got a job at Champion Construction. As she was working over there, a time came when the manager Kihara made advances on her, and as a result, Waringa left the job. When she told about her manager to her boyfriend, her boyfriend accused her and scolded her. She didn't get any sympathy from her boyfriend, and on the top of that, she also had to leave her rented room and she was on the road. Her landlord expelled her from the rented room and she had to come out on the road with all her belongings. She had nowhere to live. This was a very sad situation and she was very disappointed. Her boyfriend had left her. Her employer had made advances on her and she had to leave her job. She didn't have even a place to live. She was on road. So she was disappointed. She was walking on the road and she was about to have an accident by a bus that a man appeared whose name was Munti. This man advised her to be wise and give another possibility to the life and gave her a very sound advice. This man also gave her an invitation to the demons feast. Now, after that, she goes to bus stand and takes a bus. In the bus, she develops a bond with the fellow travelers. One of them is Guturia, an African studies educator who works abroad. Another one is Vangari, a laborer lady from the village. Another one is Muturi, a mechanical specialist. Another one is Mukurai. The full name is Mavireri wa Mukurai, who is an agent. Now she develops a bond with all of them. They also get acquainted with the driver. The name of the driver is Mavora. Mavora is a very different kind of person. He loves money and he wants to become a rich man. Now, about this feast which is going to happen. This feast, the invitation of the feast. Now, business person Mavireri tells that this feast is not a feast in reality. During this occasion, 7 cleverest criminals and looters in Ilmarog will be selected. The criminals are going to be selected over there. Now, Mavireri thinks that everyone should go there and see what is happening with their own eyes. And then he also tells that this feast is going to be organized by Organization for Modern Theft and Robbery. This is an organization for modern theft and robbery. Now, what happens next? In the feast, many white men from America, England, Germany, France, Italy, Sweden, Japan, all of them are invited, and they will come over there and they will judge who is the cleverest criminal. Now, the travelers, they decide that they will go to this feast. At the feast, Varinga and the other travelers, they witness the Kenyan bourgeoisie and they see that there is a competition going on among the cleverest persons who are the criminals. Each man brags of an alternate plan that he has used to ransack Kenyan specialists. And Mavireri recommends that the organization should drive the outsiders out of Ilmarog. Mavireri has a very different opinion. Mavireri says that so many outsiders from other countries, they come and they loot our country. Why don't we ourselves loot our country and keep the outsiders out of the country? Why should we let the outsiders loot our country? We will ourselves loot our country. So this is his advice. Actually, it is a satire on the situation that outsiders are looting the country and the insiders are just watching them looting their own country. So this is a very satirical, ironical situation. Now, after that, Varinga and Gaturia choose to stay as spectators, whereas Vangari and Muturi decide that they will call the police to capture the thieves and robbers. Now, when the police comes, the police acts in the opposite manner and they capture Vangari only. And this is a very frightful situation. Even the mob, which is gathered by Muturi. Muturi gathers a mob, the neighborhood laborers, the scholarly people, the workers, and the students. He gathers all of them. They attack at the place where the feast is going on. And when they attack the place, they are able to uh, the, they are able to separate the occasion. And then after that, 2 years pass. As 2 years pass, we are shown in the novel that Varinga she has become a mechanic. After getting the training, she has become a mechanic at a carport, and she is satisfied with her life. She also loves Guturia, but then the place where she works is bought by a rich man, and she is again left without a job. Now Guturia decides to take her to her home, and so that his family can meet Varinga. Guturia takes her to his home. When Varinga reaches Guturia's home, she comes to know that Guturia's father is the same rich man who had made her pregnant. Now, this is a very disappointing situation for her, and she goes in despair, and she finds that a party is going on, in which all the rich people who are the criminals, they are also present. Now, Varinga shoots that man, shoots Guturia's father, and comes out of the house, although he requested her to leave him, but Varinga shoots him and comes out of the house. And this is a very open ended novel. In this, Varinga refuses to accept the riches, refuses to accept the offer made by the rich man, and instead she takes her own way, her own path, and starts a new journey, which is again a journey of poverty. So, this was the story of the novel Devil on the Cross.